How you doing, everyone? It's Kevin. I'm back with another video. Today a company sent me out a this is called a magnetic induction heater kit, and I've never used one before, and I do a lot of work on metal here in the shop, and I did a video one time on a stuck bolt, and that's what this thing's supposed to help us with, bolts that are seized on there and you can't get off. So we're going to do a review on this product and see how it works. Okay, we have our kit opened up here. We're going to go over everything that's in your kit. You're going to get a pair of gloves. This is kind of a quick guide here, which is pretty cool. One thing about this machine here, the more magnetic the metal is, the better it heats. So what they're saying is, if you're going to heat a bolt that's made from steel, it's going to heat up really well. If you're going to heat a bolt that's made from let's say brass or copper that's not really magnetic, it's not going to heat up as well. So the quick guide is really nice. It just shows you basically how to set it up and what not to do and what to do. It does come with an owner's manual. I would suggest reading it and understanding it before you get started. I'm only going to give you the basics in the video. So you're going to get your heater gun right here. It's a 1500 watt gun. It's 110 volts. You can plug that into just a conventional plug-in. They're going to give you different size coils. Now you get a couple, these are your bolts. You're going to use these bolts to hold your coils in. And we're going to get to that here in a little bit. They give you different size coils. Now, the reason you're getting so many different size coils is because there's different size nuts that you could use this on. And they give you quite a few different size ones. As you can see, we got a lot of different ones. And they also give you a couple extra ones because you can make your own coil. And they do show you how to make your own coil for this product. So what we're going to do is we're going to get it set up. We're going to get a couple bolts. Now I don't have any stuck bolts right now to show you, but I'm going to show you how well it heats up because I think it's going to work fine as long as we're using a good bolt, you know, a magnetic bolt. So let's get started. Okay, now to go over the different size coils for different size bolts. And as you can see over here, this is a 1/4 inch bolt. You don't want that really touching in there. You want that to go around it, but not touch it. Then you just keep going up. Now this one here is a little tight, but I think it'll work just fine. And then you got this one here. And you keep going, and this one here is 3/4. And as you can see, you want it about like that. So that's kind of how they fit on there. You're going to slide them down on like so. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take this one here and we're going to heat it up. It's a pretty heavy one, and we'll see if we can get this guy cherry red. Okay, so now that we know which coil we're going to use to heat this nut up, we're going to pretend that this nut is froze on there. So we know that this is the coil we want to use. It fits, it's not touching. So what we're going to do is we're going to insert that in the front of our gun here. There's 2 holes. We're going to slide it down in there. And then these are the bolts that they give you for the sides. And you're going to go ahead and secure this in here with these bolts. And give them a good snug, because you don't want a loose fit. You want a nice snug fit. Okay, nice and tight. Now this does have a light on the end of it for working. Now that we have this thing all set up, we're going to go ahead and plug this into an outlet. So now that we have power, you can hear the air blowing through this thing. It's to keep that motor cool. So we're going to go ahead and place it on our bolt. This is going to be our stuck bolt. And the only time it's going to have power is when you're pushing this button. So we'll go ahead and stick it on there without touching it, and then hold our button down. You can see the smoke starting to come off of that thing. It's actually changing the color of that nut already. Look at that. I can actually smell how hot that metal is right now. That is super hot. Look at the color of that. That thing is cherry red. Look at that. That is cherry red. So at this time right now is when you would stick your wrench on there and break that bolt loose. I know I didn't have any stuck bolts, but this is a very good demonstration of how hot this little machine gets. That is super hot. Wow, look at the difference in that nut. Now we're going to let that machine cool off just a little bit. We're going to leave it plugged in for just a little bit and let it cool down. That was your magnetic induction heater kit. Everything that you need is going to come in this thing to break a lot of bolts loose, for sure. As you've seen, it really worked well on that bolt. Normally I would be using a MAP gas or something like this, but that was actually pretty simple, just to be able to stick it on there, heat it up, and make that bolt cherry red. Unbelievable how hot that thing gets. Now this is definitely a great tool if you're restoring old stuff, like old tractors or something like that, and you need to get them bolts loose. This thing's going to come in handy. I really like this little machine. We do a lot of that type of work here in the shop, and I've actually done videos on how to use propane or MAP gas to get bolts loose. But this is going to be a new tool here in the shop that we'll be using to get a lot of them bolts loose. As you've seen in the video, it did make that bolt cherry red. I don't think you'd have any trouble breaking that bolt loose if it was seized. I kind of feel bad because I didn't have any bolts that were seized up right now at the time, but I think this is definitely going to be a nice addition to the tools here in the shop. You'll be seeing it again in some other videos when we're doing them, and we're doing other videos, and we need to get this tool out. We'll do a video on it also then. And we're definitely going to leave a link in the description down below if you're interested in one of these. It does work, and it works well. And the nice thing is you only need 110 volts to run it. So I would like to tell everyone thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or a comment if you'd like. Till next time.